To understand John Karr and his relationship with the Jonbenet Ramsey case, we should first go over the facts of the Jonbenet Ramsey case as we know them. Jonbenet Ramsey was a 6-year-old girl who participated in many pageants. Her mother, Patsy Ramsey, was also a suspect at the beginning of this investigation, along with her father. Jonbenet Ramsey was suspected to be murdered either the night of December 25th or early morning hours of December 26, 1996. The morning of December 26, 1996, Jonbenet Ramsey's parents reported her missing. Once law enforcement arrived and they started to conduct an investigation, Jonbenet Ramsey's father and law enforcement discovered Jonbenet Ramsey's body in the basement of their home. Jonbenet Ramsey had been strangled and had blunt force trauma wounds to her head, so she had been beaten. There were signs of some sexual assault, but no semen or anything was found on the body, but there was some DNA that they could trace. When John Karr admitted to this murder, it was all waiting for DNA. The parents and the brother of Jonbenet Ramsey were all cleared of charges and were not prosecuted. When the DNA came back to not match John Karr, it begged a huge question as to why he would confess to such a crime. When John Karr admitted to killing Jonbenet Ramsey in 2006, he was living in Thailand. But at the time of Jonbenet Ramsey's murder, which again was in 1996, him and his wife at the time, no longer his wife, were living in Alabama and were with family around the Christmas season. Therefore, there's no way that he could have been there. Alabama and Colorado are nowhere close. So it was, again, begs the question why he would confess to murder. Family members and friends of John Karr said that he was very obsessed with the Jonbenet Ramsey case and he liked attention. John Karr used to be a preschool teacher and in California and Alabama, but his teaching license was revoked in California for child pornography allegations. Before he was prosecuted for those child pornography accusations, he fled the country to Thailand. Then in Thailand in 2006, like I said, is when he confessed to the murder. So the Thailand officials, police officers, transferred him back to the United States in Boulder, Colorado, where he was held until DNA results or whatever could prove either that he was or was not the killer. We know now that he was not the killer of Jonbenet Ramsey, regardless of how many times he continues to say that he was and that he was with Jonbenet at the time of her killing, and he claims that he loved Jonbenet and that her murder was an accident. But there's no connection between him and the Ramsey family. He never lived in Colorado. He never had a teaching license in Colorado. It was very unknown as to how he became so obsessed with Jonbenet and how he thought that he was Jonbenet's killer. He's making himself seem like her killer. All of his family and friends say that he might be not all there, but he was not a killer. And like I said, he investigated many child killings and child pornography and things like that. And he is now being charged for those child pornography charges in California. He was transferred from Boulder to California once the charges from the Jonbenet Ramsey case were dropped. Although the Jonbenet Ramsey case is a very tragic one and we all want answers for it, John Karr is not the killer of Jonbenet Ramsey, and regardless of how many times he wants to say he did it, DNA doesn't match. So John Karr's not the killer.